One of the biggest questions we tend to get asked as meteorologists as we enter the winter months after a big rainfall is how much snow would all of that rain have been if it were snow? Well, the answer to that is usually pretty complicated. Let's take 1 inch of rainfall, for instance, here in the rain gauge. That 1 inch of rainfall can equal different amounts of snow depending on how cold the temperature is. So, for instance, let's take a temperature of 34 degrees. At 34 degrees on the surface, it's a little colder aloft, with 1 inch of rain, we could see about 5 inches of snow. That would be a very wet snowfall, a 5-to-1 ratio. Okay, so think of those big wet snowflakes when the temperature at the ground is above freezing. However, when it's about 30 degrees, say it gets just a little bit colder outside, well, that 1 inch of rainfall can equal about 10 inches of snow. That's a 10-to-1 ratio. That is pretty typical on average of any given snow. So that's the answer we usually give, a 10-to-1 ratio. But again, it all depends on the temperature. Now, let's say we get a little more snowfall with colder temperatures, okay? 1 inch of rainfall at 18 degrees can be about 20 inches of snow. That is a dry snow, those little flakes of snow, and that snow weighs a whole lot less. So how much rain equals snow? Well, the answer can be pretty complicated depending on exactly what the temperature is as we vary from a wet snow to a dry snow. And what makes forecasting these snowfall amounts even trickier is the fact that during big snowstorms, these ratios constantly change during the course of the storm. And that makes the forecast much trickier on the snowfall end of things in the winter months.